At the heart of Evercliff Island, there sits a tribe. A family, the Verosa family, of Chief Everest Verosa, his loving wife, Sinai, and their 2 children, Caelum Verosa and his older brother, Rainer Verosa. Your tribe, for the longest time, lived a happy, peaceful life, but as time has gone on and the world around you has changed, and even the island around you has changed, no longer Evercliff, now nevermore, your lives have changed. Your mother, Sinai Verosa, the wife of the chief, lays on a cot in the village's sick house. The past few days she has been tended to by every healer, every person who can find any types of herbs or potions or even magic to help her, but nothing seems to work. She keeps getting more and more sick as each day goes on. Your father is having an argument with one of the sick housekeepers. The doctor, to say. Please, Chief, there's nothing more we can do for her. If one of us can just go into the city and find her medicine and maybe... No! We will not result in using that fucking bullshit. We will heal our people the same way we have aided our sick for generations. But my chief... Enough! Your mother interrupts him. Malako, please. If these are my final moments, I don't want them to be spent shouting. She turns to you and your brother Rainer. My boys, please do not cry for me. I have lived a beautiful life. And I have raised 2 beautiful children. I can see the ambition in both of your eyes. My boys, they're driven just like their father. Whatever you do with your lives, know that I am with you. Caelum, Rainer, my love. Mahal kita. She passes and lays there in front of you, letting out her final breath. Your brother wraps his arms around you, and you can feel teardrops falling in your hair as they fall from his cheeks. Is there anything you want to say to your brother, to your father, about your mother? Or...
I think I'm too overwhelmed.
That seems to be the common consensus in the room. You see the look on your father's face. He says nothing. But he eventually storms out of the room with a frustrated look on his face. He doesn't say anything to you or your brother. He just leaves and goes into his yurt. Three days pass and your father does not leave that room. The tent flap stays closed. The only thing coming in or out is food. You haven't heard from your father. He hasn't talked to you. It's just pretty much been you and your brother with the rest of the tribe. You hear kind of murmurs go out throughout the people. They don't know what the next step is, but they do know that whatever it is will change the fate of the Verosa tribe. One day, you and Raynor are in your tent, and a messenger comes for you, saying that your father would like to meet with you. Do you go to your father's yurt?
I go meet with my dad.
You enter the kind of tent area, and the place it's a fucking mess. Your father, who always kept kind of a small beard, it has grown exponentially. Furbolg, for their size and for their magical abilities, they are able to grow fingernails, grow hair, facial hair very quickly. Your brother is almost 12 years old now, and he's already got a bit of a soul patch going on. But you can see the little white hairs starting to form along your father's head and beard. You can see the tired look in his eye, and the place has been fucking torn asunder. He sits in the center of the room and faces his two boys. My sons, we have been wronged. Our entire family has been wronged. Your mother's illness did not come from animals or the natural world. It was those elvish pricks, those monsters from Manifest Province. She trusted them. She trusted their food, she trusted their city, and she trusted their fucking ravenous people. They have brought nothing but illness and greed to this island. The only thing we can do is work to preserve this island, as well as our people's culture. That being said, you are both forbidden from entering the city. Is that understood?
Okay, Dad.
Your brother, Raynor, chimes in. But Dad, what if we need something from... No! I am your father, and I am the chief. My word is final. Unless you two have anything else to say?
No, Dad. I'm sorry.
Your brother kind of shuts down after your father yells at him. You may leave now.
You're small balls. I'm big balls. I'm balls. Me, not you.
I know you know. You think I'm crazy enough to just marry someone I don't know? Yes!
It's glorious. It's glorious. Talk to her. Amelia!
49 pages of a JFK fanfic written by Stephen King.
Oh. Oh my god!
That's it! We're done! We finished!
Oh
I am climbing.
I don't like this.
Shake his hand. Shake his hand. I am climbing after me.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else in between, and welcome to Dungeons and Morons Season 2, The Stranded Lovers. You might notice that this episode is very different than anything we've ever done before, because there is only one other person sitting at the table with me. We are following Bart, playing Caelum Verosa, the humble cameraman of this very famous TV show. Now, over the past couple episodes, we have been planting certain seeds here and there. Late night meetings between Caelum and a mysterious figure. And in this last episode, Caelum, Nemo, Claire, and Brittany were exploring the woods one night in search of Elaine and Benny. When they got captured, I would say, by Caelum's Furbolg tribe. Years have passed since that prologue, and the village has changed a lot. It is not the large, thriving community it once was. It was filled with many different families, a lot of which have left the village, whether it be because they pursued jobs in the city, left for other villages across the island, or even left to find a new life for themselves in Manifest Province. Raynor, your brother, was one such person who left. Nobody knows where he is exactly, but any mention of his name sends your father into a fit. So no one dares mention the name of Raynor Verosa. On this particular night, 3 outsiders find themselves being held prisoner in a cage-like structure composed of stone, loose metal, and mortar. Claire, Brittany, and Nemo find themselves in this enclosed structure with all eyes trained on them. You, your father, and everyone else in the village has gathered around to see just exactly what is going on. Your father grabs you by the collar. How could you bring them here?
I didn't bring them here. They went here and I tried to stop them.
Didn't try hard enough. You know our policy regarding outsiders.
I understand, but I think we can use them.
Use them for what?
Information. Anything.
That's what your job is supposed to be, my son. Hi, guys. What? Claire just kind of reaches through the bars. I just want to say, we're not here to impose on any family or anything whatsoever. We're just looking for a friend who got lost and genuinely, we mean zero harm whatsoever. Caelum, you do not think, genuinely, Do you believe that it is a good idea for us to just let these people go?
What do you think will happen if we keep them here? They're gonna come looking for us.
Either way, our cover is blown.
Be that as it may, it doesn't have to be the worst situation.
People go missing in these forests all the time. Case in point, that girl your friends are looking for.
Nobody's found her. We haven't heard anything from anyone else.
Who's to say that these 3 outsiders of yours don't go missing as well? Excuse me, sirs, if I may,
Nemo, don't.
Hear me out.
Hey, bud.
Hear me out.
It's not gonna go the way you think.
I will not tattletale.
This fucking idiot.
They can go missing the same way their friend did, and no one will even question it. But there is no way, and I mean no way, I'm entrusting them to go back to that manor and not tell a soul, not tattletale. So what do you expect us to do, huh?
I don't know.
It was your idea to bring them here.
I didn't bring them here.
Then why are they here, and why were you with them?
I was trying to track them to keep them from this place. I was trying to track the missing girl.
And why is that? They are of no concern to you.
We can use them as leverage. You're not seeing the bigger picture.
I do see the bigger picture.
They can help us.
No, I see the bigger picture, and we are not a part of it if we do not do something now. They make the bigger picture. You understand? You don't have any say. Just because you're the boy with the camera doesn't mean you're the photographer. And even if you were, you wouldn't be in front of the camera, you'd be behind it. Forgotten. Just like the fucking rest of us. There's no time for seeing the bigger picture. There is here and there is now. And right now, trouble is on the doorstep. Just like it has been for the last fucking 20 years. Maybe 30. Who knows how long our fates were fucking written.
So what, you're just gonna kill them? I'm not gonna let that happen.
Son, you have compassion like your mother. I loved that about her. But now, all these years later, I knew that it made her and it makes you weak.
Don't call her weak.
I loved her more than anyone, son. But in these dire times, it is logic, not compassion. Fine. We will not kill them tonight. Give a day to think on it. Until then, they can stay in the cages overnight. We'll have Darwin bring them some food or whatever. We'll talk more about this in the morning. This is not over. And if I wake up and they are not in that cage, you are in big trouble. You understand?
Yes, Father. Chief.
Very well. He goes off to his yurt and the people kind of disperse. You see one of the, not like leaders of the clan, but someone who is somewhat like your father's right hand.
Yeah.
Another furbolg, older than you, named Darwin. Hello, Mr. Verosa.
Hello, Darwin.
So, these friends of yours, are we allowed to bring them any food?
Yes. Please attend to them. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, my friend. You know, things such as these are just certain parlays in any given adventure. Yeah,
Claire, I'm sorry.
yeah.
You guys shouldn't have come here. I shouldn't have let you guys come here.
Let's be honest. This is Brittany talking. Let's be honest, guys. This is exciting.
Jesus fucking Christ, Brittany.
Like, we're learning about, different cultures, and that's awesome.
Brittany, would you like to see a cat?
What?
I'd bring you a nacho.
Oh my god, this is the best adventure ever. She goes to pet Nacho and burns herself. Is like, ow, are all cats like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, this is weird. It's cold. Can your fire cat stay?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Nacho will watch over you guys.
Darwin comes back with some leftovers for dinner, some skewered lamb, and some rice for everybody. Sits it down in the little cage as they lay on the kind of cold stone floor, with Nacho there to keep them warm. Caelum? Claire kind of chimes up.
Yeah.
Were you using me?
I wouldn't. I think you can help me. We can't let this show go on. And I think you can help me. You know this is wrong. You saw someone get shot. One of the contestants kidnapped a girl. That is a gross violation of human rights. And we have a responsibility to not let it continue. This is what my tribe wants. Please, Claire.
I've learned that you can't control people. You can only control yourself. And when you try to control people to be part of your solution, you just become somebody else's problem. She kind of rolls over and puts her back towards you, and not really puts herself to sleep, but prepares for a long night.
I sat outside the cage, cross-legged, standing guard. I'm not gonna let anything more happen to them.
The next morning, you wake up to Darwin with a freshly brewed cup of tea.
Thank you, Darwin.
Of course. Your father wants to have a meeting.
Okay.
We go now into another part of the village, a kind of wider open area that on occasion has served as a city hall / courthouse / just a town meeting center, in which there is a little elevated platform where your father sits in front of everyone.
Are Claire, Nemo, and Brittany there? or at least on the gauge.
Sitting in front of the platform, on their knees, are your, maybe friends. Claire, Nemo, and Brittany, with their hands tied, as they look up at the chief. A crowd kind of surrounds them with murmurs and things like that. Your father looks down at them. So, tell me, what are you doing here? Not just on this island, but here specifically. Claire chimes in. We're trying to help our friend. She was taken by a awful, despicable human being. And we have empathy for her. We have sympathy for her. And we didn't want her spending another cold night lost somewhere on this island. We wanted to find her, and we wanted to bring her into a nice, warm room to keep her safe. We thought we were following a lead, but we ended up imposing on your village, and that was not our intention. Truly, we mean no harm. Your father leans back in his chair and he sees you walk up. Caelum?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for these three?
I'm gonna pull out Benny's pocket knife. Sorry. Do you three recognize this?
Yes, I do. That is a Swiss army knife, created to be a knife and a multi-tool. It is helpful for many situations in the day-to-day life. Thank you.
You fucking asshole. This belonged to Benny. If we had a little more time, I think we could have tracked him down.
Your father chimes in. And who is Benny?
He is the rogue contestant that I spoke to you of.
Once again, this island is being inhabited by roguish humans. Do you really think that these three before us are worthy of a fair trial? Or should we just put them down and move on?
I think they're not only worthy of a fair trial, I think they absolutely deserve a fair trial. I don't think it's fair that you punish them for showing compassion and stumbling onto a mistake.
Stumbling onto a mistake
They made a simple
causes the dominoes
mistake
to fall. Our island was safe, but somebody decided that they needed to reroute their trading routes.
You
And a boat pulled onto our island. A boat that we were not ready for. They claimed it as a discovery, the newfound land, paradise, untouched by the elves, by the humans, by the orcs, by the gnomes. Did not stay untouched long after that. After that mistake, after accidentally stumbling upon our home the instant we let them make that mistake. Our fates were sealed. This one, he gestures to Brittany. This human woman is due for a fair trial, you say?
She has done no crime to our culture, to our people. And you understand that and you know that. You cannot punish them for something that they didn't do. A sin of not them, but the people before them.
And what's his name? Points at
What is it?
points at Sebastian Nemo.
Fuck, I knew this was gonna fucking come up.
What is his name? Because I recognize that insignia on his little cufflinks.
And do you recognize his face? Has he done you wrong? His forefathers did you wrong. What sin has he committed? Being born of them? You can't choose that.
Sorry, are we talking about me?
Nemo, shut the fuck up.
Well, I just want to say that my forefathers were
fucking-
scholars and adventurers,
I'm gonna punch him in the head.
and
I want to punch. I'm gonna punch. Can I
you
punch
have
him?
advantage.
Can I punch him in the head?
You have advantage because he's tied up. Go for it.
That's why I crit on Nemo.
You fucking sucker punch Nemo.
Shut up for a second.
When you do that, both Claire and Brittany yelp in fear and kind of dodge away from you. And Nemo looks up and just says, I am Sebastian Nemo.
We know. Everyone in this village knows of Nemo.
My family did no wrong but to adventure the seas.
And they make the same mistake that you just have. Stumbling on to our home. Where you would undoubtedly take advantage of us.
Are you scared of education?
We are scared.
Are you scared of trading? That is all my family wanted to provide.
You know what they did provide? My mom would not have died if your forefathers had not set onto this island. I am trying to spare your lives for a second. Just shut up. Please. You know not what you've done. Your ignorance is not a sin.
I'm not ignorant. I know that my family is not perfect, and I'm sure with the way things are going today, you are aware yours is not perfect either. No family, no bloodline is perfect. But I am still proud of my name.
And I respect you for that.
He spits out blood after you punched him. The whole after that whole scuffle of Nemo revealing his name, everyone starts to talk and chatter. They're saying, he's a Nemo. He's the son, the grandson, the descendant of Nemo. Your father shouts out, Kata Hamikan. The whole crowd goes silence. I do not trust these outsiders, and I doubt anyone in this crowd trusts them as well. If you think they are due for a fair trial, then you shall be their representative.
Okay.
Let us take this one at a time.
Then I would need a moment to confer with the people I am defending.
Very well, son. So, the first person who is going up to trial, you get to pick. So, of these three, who is going up to trial?
Fuck. I can confer with them, right?
Yeah, you can.
In like a private area.
No,
Fuck. Okay, never mind. There goes that plan.
everyone's surrounding you.
Shit. I don't expect him to trust me anymore. I'll send Brittany up first.
All right. Very well. Your father leans back in his chair. And what is your name? Hi. I'm Brittany. I am an adventurer. And I think you guys are really cool. Make your case, son.
This girl clearly poses no harm to us. She has not the mental capacity to leverage anything against us.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I have no menstrual capacity.
You heard her, Dad. She has no menstrual capacity. She would as likely hurt a fly as she would us.
I am so good at keeping secrets.
Brittany, when was the first time you saw a cat?
Like the first time I saw a cat, or the first time I
When was the first time you met a cat?
last night.
And what did you think of it?
So hot. 'Cause it was on fire.
Father,
But let me say, no, I got this. You guys don't want anyone to know about you, and I'm really good at keeping secrets. Like, I pinky promised my friend Amethyst that I wouldn't say anything about anything to anyone, and I still haven't.
she does as she's told.
Yeah.
And she's more reminiscent of a child than she is adult.
I know what that means.
Please. There's a snowball's chance in hell of her ever being able to harm us.
The chief sits back. Next.
I guess I'll send Claire up. I still don't know what I'm going to do about Nemo.
You send up Claire. Hi. My name is Claire. And, I'm a gnome. I don't know what to say. How do I prove that I'm worthy to live?
Claire, can you tell me about your family?
I don't know. I am a second generation gnomish immigrant to Manifest Province. My family isn't very wealthy per se, but we get by.
And why did you take the opportunity of coming on the show?
I wanted to be seen. That's it.
That's it?
I always felt overlooked, and I wanted to be seen, and I thought that this show would be the opportunity for me to feel seen, to live that life, that to make friends, I guess.
And why did you approach me last night?
Because I thought I could trust you.
Trust me to do what?
To save our friend that, frankly, we don't even know. I don't know Elaine. I'll be honest about that. I don't know anything about her other than her name. But I know that she is lost out there, and nobody deserves that. Everybody needs somebody that they can trust. And she looks at you.
I am visibly hurt by that statement. And you would come out here to the middle of nowhere, wander into a forest with unknown dangers, all to save a stranger. That isn't stupid. That is brave, and that is compassionate. And you should not be punished for that. And I'm sorry that it has led you here.
Your father chimes in. Compassion gets you killed. Compassion gets you here.
You hold the power to punish compassion. Are you going to do it? All right, next round.
Next,
God, the fucking problem child.
you bring up Nemo.
Fucking shit.
He is the last one. Just so you know, your father has yet to release a verdict on anyone.
I understand.
But Nemo's up next. Hello? My name is Sebastian Nemo. Great descendant of the famous Captain Isidore Nemo, founder and explorer of the Mnemontic Sea. Let the record show that it was not my family that found this island, but we did chart out this ocean. It's the Mnemontic Ocean, after all. But, you know, that's neither here nor there.
That is a reasonable thing to say. Now, you said how many grades?
Well, okay, so technically, when it comes to incestuous bloodlines, the number of greats gets a little bit
Okay, well, we can...
here and there.
How many years apart has it been?
A lot.
Many.
Yes.
Regale me of some of your finest tales of adventuring.
Well, I am an adventurer just like my ancestors before me. I once went to a forest.
This forest?
A remote desert by water. I've only ever been to this island.
So you and you haven't done anything yet.
Well, the thing with adventure, I am a very well-traveled, well-educated man, but until recently, until this island, Nevermore, was found.
We call it Evercliff.
Evermore, Evercliff.
It's alright.
Until recently, everything had been charted before I was born. So, what adventure is there left to go on if everything's already been discovered?
I don't think you've done anything wrong.
I have. I am a liar. I am a fraud. I am not deserving of my bloodline.
But you did not harm us, and that is what I believe. You, personally, not your name, you haven't harmed us. That is what I solely believe, and I'm sorry for hitting you. And I place my hands on him and I do a cure wounds.
That's actually really cute. Okay, yeah, you cure wound him, and your father just under his breath just God, oh God. I, as chief of this village, determined that these 3 outsiders have 24 hours
Two.
and then they will leave.
Okay.
No more. They may stay for just 24 hours.
I understand.
And then I want them gone.
I understand, Father.
Enough of this. Cut them free. That we're already behind on today's chores.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna throw up.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
They are cut free. Nemo, Brittany, and Claire are all cut free from their ropes. Your contestants have permission to stay for 24 hours, and they can leave beforehand as well.
Yeah.
But after the 24-hour period is up, they have to return to the manor.
Okay. Oh, fuck, I'm so glad they're alive. Jesus Christ.
You have gained sympathy. Congratulations.
These goddamn idiots.
Foraker, one of the older members of the village, comes up and says, well, if they're going to be staying in our village for another day, they might as well contribute. We have many jobs for you to do, but as of right now, we are preparing for tonight's dinner. You can go hunting, you can garden, and, well, you can just help around, tend to our sick. Caelum,
Yes.
where would you like to help out today?
I think, considering everything, I think Caelum would tend to the sick.
Got it.
Caelum would spend his time and energy caring for the sick as he would have done for his mother.
Got it. All right. So. All right. Well, and the others. Brittany immediately just chimes up and like, I'll go hunting. I can help. I've got this.
What class is Brittany, dude?
Claire comes in and she's like, I'll help out with the garden. With the farming. Sorry, I'm nervous. I really like gardening, so I can help out there. And I shall stay with my chum, my friend Caelum Verosa.
I guess I'm a chum now.
I'll tell you what happened in the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah. We go over now to Claire, who is helping the Furbolg people tend to crops. You guys harvest a lot of wheat-based products as well as some barley for booze and even grow a couple hops.
Getting lit.
Woo! You are very much one with nature, and Claire, she loves gardening. She helps out. She tills the soil. She harvests what is and is not ready to be eaten. She has a very, very nice, very peaceful experience. One of the head gardeners is a male Furbolg named Elbert.
Albert.
Elbert. Elbert.
Labart.
He teaches her the proper way to till a field, how to harvest, and how the Furbolg people are one with nature. They connect to not just things like trees, but they also connect to the wind, to water, to fire. They are not residents of this earth. They are a part of this earth. Close your eyes, Claire. Feel the wind on your skin. And in your mind, float with it. Let go. Become one with your surroundings. Then, plant yourself. Focus on where you are, right here, right now. Everything that surrounds you and everything that is beneath you. And then feel what flows through you like water. Peaceful, tranquil. And then those emotions in your head, whether it be rage, whether it be frustration, or whether it be passion, love, connection, that fire you feel. This is how we live our lives as Furbolg. We connect to the different elements because the different elements connect with us. I'm gonna roll for Claire to do a nature check. We established in the previous episode with Capture the Flag that Claire is one, she's not one with nature, but she has a pretty high nature.
She's pretty damn good.
So she's gonna roll a nature check. She rolled a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yeah, Claire.
In this moment, Claire takes in everything, and she multi-classes as a druid.
Oh shit! Oh shit! So she's what, like a...
She is now a cleric druid.
Oh shit!
So that's cool. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So
Sure.
Brittany learned more about hunting. Claire learned more about nature. And now we see you and Nemo not just tending to the sick, but doing all things around that are needed.
Yeah.
So, Caelum, my friend,
You're gonna call me a friend after I sock you in the back of the head like that?
well, all is fair in love and war. I read that book.
Okay,
Yes.
for sure. We don't get many books around.
Don't worry, I can share some with you guys whenever you need. So, your duties around this village. You are son of a chieftain, I see.
I am.
Is this sort of a generational throne, for lack of a better word? Something that is a leadership position passed down generation from
I
generation.
forget, is it?
Up to you?
Oh shit. Fuck. I think so, yeah, it is.
Fascinating. And you say that your people, what is your people's history, if you do not mind my asking?
We have resided on Evercliff Island for as long as any of us care to remember. We reside here, coexistent with our surroundings and nature, never taking more than we need, never taking more than we give.
Fascinating. You notice that as you're talking, he is actively taking notes.
Yeah, I respect that.
Caelum, you know what Nemo said was true. This entire time, he has been lying about being an adventurer. This moment, though, in the village, this is his first exposure to a discovery. You know, something that his ancestors were famous for, and he himself, he always felt like he was never worthy of the name Nemo. And now he's finally doing what his ancestors did as he takes notes vigorously. So, you are son of a chief.
Yes.
And you can become chief.
If my father were to pass, I would take.
So it is passed from father to, is it eldest son?
I think Caelum paused a little bit at the mention of an eldest son.
You guys are going throughout the village, and he's very fascinated in everything you guys have going on. He takes notes of your architecture, the yurts that you guys lived in. They are not, the way that yurts work in this village is they are very much like the standard tents. You know, they're made of cloth, they're made with sticks and stones to structurally support it, with a large kind of cozy inside area.
I've actually camped out of character. I have camped in a yurt before.
Exactly. However,
Nice.
you know, they're not, you know, the best enclosure for things like natural disasters, storm or rain. But with the Furbolg people, rain is not a concern. If it rains on the yurt and water leaks through the tarp, that's beautiful.
Oh.
It's rainwater entering your home.
That's just nature. We live with nature. We don't live in nature.
Exactly. And Nemo is, again, extremely fascinated by this. As he is taking notes, you get a summons to meet with your father in his yurt.
All right. Nemo, you can keep tending to the sick. I have a meeting with my father.
Wonderful. Yes. He goes off and he finds like some random person who is currently cooking gazelle for tonight's meal. He's like, question for you. Do you use seasoning?
What does my boy know about seasoning? We got so many herbs.
You
many herbs.
you go into your father's yurt and he is sitting on the floor. What are you doing, son? Why are you sticking by these people? Is this some sort of ruse against them?
This world can't be as black and white as you think it is. It doesn't have to be us versus them. There's room in this world for forgiveness, whether you like it or not.
Who are you?
I am your son, but I'm also my mother's son.
You speak about black and white and the world being against each other, but you were just as keen on this plan as I was. You got that job in Dodson, Matthias Dodson's manor for a reason. And now what? You've grown sympathy for these people?
That is what happens when you coexist, as we have coexisted with nature.
They do not coexist with nature. They wish to dominate it. They wish to prove that they are the apex. Look at the southern side of the island. What have they done to it? Airplanes touching down, fuel cargoes being drilled into our fucking desert.
You know what else they have brought? Medicine. Medicine that we could have used to save my mother if you had not been so damn stubborn.
They brought the medicine, but they brought the illness that came with it. Do you not forget? It was just a few days ago when you were fantasizing about fire, about destruction. We had a plan. You had a plan, and we agreed that if it were to be successful, I would step down as chief and you would take my place. Is that not what you want anymore?
No.
Do you not want to continue our family and run away like your brother did?
I'm not running.
You're right, you're not. You're fucking cowering. They do not give a shit about us, about our culture, about our heritage, about our religious beliefs. They do not fucking care.
I will make them care. You've never tried. You are the one cowering. You are the one who sulked in his yurt for days on end while we needed you. I needed you. Rainer needed you. And you talk of cowering. Where is that not you? I'm the only one left.
The only reason why I was permitting you to interact with these elves, these fucking humans, is because you thought it would benefit the clan. I thought we were fighting to avenge your mother, but it seems like now I'm fighting to avenge my wife and my 2 lost sons. Caelum Verosa. You are still my son. Unlike your brother, you are still my son. I believe that somewhere inside of you is that same mourning for your mother that I have. Your mother's dead, Caelum. But her memory is not. Unless we let it fade away, the same way the memory of our ancestors is fading away. When you go into that city, when you go to that fucking manor, and you see other furbolg like you, serving them, working in their hotels, working in their kitchens, being their drivers, working in their spas. We are nothing more than just slightly paid slaves. Indentured servants, if you will. I don't want that for my son. You are talented. You are driven. You are brave. You are courageous. And you have your mother's compassion. I understand that. But that compassion that she had was towards her family. And I'm all the family that you have left. We will still go through with the plan on your call, son. You will make the calls. But just know that these people will find out about our tribe soon. And as a photographer, you know the instant a photo is taken of something unseen, it is never unseen again. We were safe. We were hidden. And now our lifestyle is being forgotten. Saved in a fucking picture frame for no one else to remember, but to walk past in some elvish museum. Our culture either dies with us or regrows stronger because of our tenacity. But there is no more waiting. After dinner tonight, I want all of them gone, including the little one.
I understand. That will be done.
And that Sebastian Nemo, all the notes he's taking, they do not leave this village. Our information is ours. You cannot share it. Be off. Fuck. Fuck. The sun sets. Dinner. A feast is prepared. Every single part of the gazelle is accounted for. Nothing goes to waste. You have wheat. You have bread. You have rice all over the table, as well as juices made from nearby fruit trees. This is a traditional Verosa family feast, and the whole tribe gathers round. They all sit patiently with wine and booze sitting in front of them, and Brittany sits at the table like, why haven't you started eating yet? Do we have to wait for something? Just as she says that, one of the female furbolg, Denali, explains to her, unlike other tribes in this region, the Verosa are very traditional. Other tribes tend to change with the times, but the chief has made sure that we do all things just as our ancestors did. You hear Darwin, sitting beside you, whisper under his breath, for better or worse.
For better or worse.
Claire looks at you from across the way, and just under her breath, she just goes, "Listen, I heard you and your dad fighting. I didn't mean to eavesdrop."
I'm sorry that you weren't supposed to hear that.
Hey. I'm fucking mad at you.
I get it.
But after all that yelling, I just want to know, are you okay?
I'm gonna stand by my decision. Whether my father thinks good or bad of it.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm still fucking mad at you. And she like kind of smirks when she says that. As you say that, the chief comes out of his yurt and sits at the end of the table as he raises a glass of wine above his head like this. Tonight, we celebrate the life of this dear animal who gave their life so that we can survive. We must remember that their flesh is no different than our own. Their meat is no different than our own. We face a troubling time in which those who do not share our values threaten our people because they have forgotten that our flesh is no different than their own. But we must stay strong. Tonight, we remember our lost, our beloved, and those of us who have lost their way, in hopes that they might return to us.
Is the fucker looking at me?
He's looking at you.
Motherfucking asshole.
He raises the glass one more time. Papuri. The dinner begins and everyone just fucking dives into the fucking food. You have music playing in the background as people are like hitting drums, playing lutes and everything like that. It is a joyous night as people get fucking drunk. Can
I go up to Nemo first?
Yeah, Nemo's sitting by you and he's literally, as he takes a bite of this food, he writes down a note of it and then takes a bite of something else and writes a note of it.
Nemo,
yes.
I need you to listen to me.
All right. Understood.
My father wants those notes destroyed. So here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Write down a bunch of bullshit. Just on any spare scraps of paper that you have.
Understood.
And then hand them to me.
Just random, like anything.
Yes.
Literally anything.
Preferably in some sort of Elvish script so that my father can't read it.
Wonderful. Okay. I've got this little,
I don't need
script that I wanted to put onto paper. It's a brilliant idea of mine. He flips to the next page and he just starts writing down just like a story about 4 Elvish kids at university on Christmas Day.
Cool.
As some other Elvish dude takes over the school with an ancient book. And he writes it down and he was like, it's absolute gibberish, is it not?
You yeah, it sucks.
It's awful. That's
also,
over to you.
Are you satisfied with your current notes?
I mean, listen, this is enough fascinating.
If anything else, I will find the time to regale you more with my culture. But for now, I need you to hand your other notes to me as well.
All right.
Safekeep.
Okay, cool. The
take
evil Elvish kid is an actor.
I'm gonna fold them up. And then I go up into the middle where I assume like a bonfire is going on.
Yes, there is. And there's like a little there's dance circles going around. Everyone's having a great time.
I go into the middle, I make a show of it to my dad that I have the fucking the story that he does, and I use druidcraft to light it on fire myself and then throw it in the bonfire while looking at him.
Your father looks at you, nods, and he sends message to you from across the way. And he just says simply, "This does not change how I feel.
I understand.
They are still outsiders, and I highly doubt they can be trusted."
I don't say anything back.
Your father turns into the yurt for the night, as the rest of the party continues. The party continues as the day goes on and on. You even watch as the sun begins to set in the distance, making a beautiful silhouette of your village across the sky.
Yeah, I gather up Brittany, Nemo, and Claire to the outskirts of our village so that we are not.
Well, about that,
What?
go ahead and roll investigation.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. 8.
8 total? So you notice Nemo is like sitting down on a stool and he's like very like casually like he's watching like the dancing going on and then just like very quickly just like and then closes his coat again.
That's
and then
fine.
when nobody's looking, he just goes and then closes his coat again.
My dad is not watching anymore.
He's still being cautious, you know.
Yeah, I respect it.
Brittany is fucking dancing, she's drinking, she's having a great fucking time.
Who the fuck is Claire?
Where is Claire?
That's the fucking question.
You can go ahead and you can roll insight again.
Roll insight should be better for me. That's a +5. That is a 23.
You see sitting on a log off in the distance, out like a little bit off to the outskirts of the village, but not fully out of the way. Watching the sunset, you see a small little gnomish girl sitting on a log with a drink in her hand.
I walk up to her.
Hey, Caelum.
We should get going soon. I don't want anyone to fuck around with the 24-hour limit.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
No, I get you. Did you ever want to tell me about any of this?
You understand that I can't. I couldn't.
No, I know. That's not what I'm asking. I understand that you couldn't tell me. I wouldn't force you to tell me. I just want to know, was there ever a moment where you wanted to?
Claire,
Just a fleeting thought.
I, like my father, have despised almost every outsider there is who has come to this island. You and Nemo and Brittany have shown me clearly that you're different. You and Brittany and Nemo, when you came to this island, I despised you three like any other outsider that has come before, who have treated me and my people like utter shit. But you came up to me in that bar that first night, and I felt nothing but the same kindness and compassion that I saw from my mother when I was very, very young. This world isn't black and white. My father seems to believe it is. We've been fighting an us versus them conflict for the survival of our people and our culture. But I know in my heart that it is not right. You have proven that soundly to me. And I'm so sorry that I ever put you three in danger. I didn't want it to be like this. I'm so sorry for my father and for my people and for our ruthless judgment, for we aren't any better than them. The people who came to our island grouped us all into one identity, reduced us to nothing. My mom would have hated that, would have hated to see that. We do the same thing to outsiders. That's what I believe. That's what I believe now.
What do you want to do with your life? Because honestly, I feel like nobody really knows exactly what they want in life. But, you know, we got a general idea.
You're right. What I wanted to do with my life was make sure that my people survived. I thought there was only one way to do it. I thought my father's way was the only way. But I see that I'm wrong. And I want to choose another path forward.
I said this to you on the first day, but I said that to the cameraman, Caelum Verosa. I am now asking a question of you. The same question to the real Caelum Verosa. Do you want to be friends?
It's so fucking sweet. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to be friends.
Fuck yeah. She fucking downs her fucking drink.
Fuck.
Like tears well up in the corner of her eyes as well.
Alright, we gotta go before my father finds another excuse to kill you.
Just before you leave, you hear a voice come from behind you.
Oh, fuck.
And you turn around and you see Darwin.
Oh, shit. Hey, Darwin.
Hey, we found this. Your father didn't want me to tell you, but I think it's prudent. He hands you a broken cell phone.
Fucker. Is it Benny's cell phone or Elaine's cell phone or? I don't know.
He says, listen, I'm not fully certain if this will help you find your friend, but I don't know. I think it could help. I don't know. I don't know how phones work. Let's be fucking honest.
Thank you, Darwin.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
He hands the phone off to Claire, and she smiles and takes it. You grab your little team. You, Nemo, Brittany, and your new friend Claire. And you four head back to Dodson Manor.
I hand Nemo his notes as we leave the outskirts of my yard.
Yes. Haha. All right. I am a Nemo. Yes.
All right.
Well, thank you, Caelum Verosa. You will be chronicled in my tales of adventure. As a hero, as a guide, as a really tall guy.
Can you put handsome?
Of course, I can put handsome and he writes it down in his notes. Brittany just goes, hey, I think you're a really cool camera guy.
Thank you.
And you know, it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool?
You guys have a cool life. I just want to say, like, I like the idea of just like, you know, every day is its own day. It's different.
I like it too.
Yeah. As you guys approach the manor, you notice all the lights inside are out as the place is kind of quiet down. But you hear a bit of yelling from behind the manor.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, let's go investigate that.
It's a bit of gleeful delight, gleeful yelling.
Okay.
You hear the laughs of people. You guys all run towards the back area, and you immediately, as you enter the backyard, you run into Amethyst, who has 4 beers in her hand, just holding it, and she is wearing her shirt with a bikini underneath for the bottoms, and she just goes, "There you guys are. We're having a late night like kick out. You guys wanna come hang out? We're having a bonfire by the pool. It's gonna be fun." Brittany and Nemo immediately jump in. Nemo just goes, "That sounds splendid." And he and Brittany go running off to the pool, just a little bit out of view. Brittany like nods over and like gestures for Claire to call on over as she walks away. She doesn't really acknowledge you. You're kind of the camera guy. As she starts to walk away, Claire follows, but she stops just before heading out towards the pool. She stops and turns back to you. "Hey, I don't know about the other two, but I promise you, I won't tell anyone about what happened. You know, it's your family, your personal business. Not my place to say. Secret between friends." She turns around and starts to head towards the pool with everyone else before stopping one last time and looking back. "Are you coming?"
Yeah, sure.
You turn the corner and you see the pool all lit up. You see the cast that you initially hated, having fun. You see Topher sitting down, passing a bong to everybody that he fucking sees. You see Brittany and Ivan jumping into the pool, as well as Dixie, Eddie, and Aries all having a fun night. And with that, we fade away. Caelum, his new friend Claire, as well as Brittany, Nemo, Amethyst, and everyone else have just a fun fucking night.
Paghimukso ko sa sikihon nga akong natawhan, akong nasayran ang kanyag nga gibuhat sa kaitasan.